everybody, it's Cooking with Kernsey again, and today is a chilly day in April again. Yesterday, because it's Canada, they decided to drop 6 inches of snow on us just in the morning time, and then it melted throughout the afternoon. But today, on April the 5th, we are only sitting at about 2 degrees on the mercury. So I need something that's going to warm me up, and then it's going to make me feel a little better. I need some comfort food. I need something that Mom used to make. Hey everybody, it's another chilly day here in the great frozen north of Canada. It's April the 5th, and for some reason we just can't seem to get into springtime. It's only like 1 degree outside. I'm a little bummed. I need something that's going to make me feel better and warm me up a bit. So let's go with Mom's casserole. Well, it's not my mom's casserole. My mom was too busy working to do any cooking. But in my mother's absence, I learned how to do it all myself. So let's get down to it, everybody. You're going to need about 2 chicken breasts. Bake them in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, 15 minutes aside. If they're thawed, I'd go about 12 and a half minutes. You could do it in a pan and fry it up, but then it's going to be crispy on the outside. And what we want is like nice and juicy chicken breast to throw inside our casserole to have nice, gooey, cheesy bites, okay? So you're going to need about a half a block of cheddar cheese, about 2 cups worth probably. Also, what I'm going to use is a can of cream of broccoli soup. Instead of using cream of chicken, I'm going to add in with the broccoli flavor. So I've already diced up about a cup of broccoli, maybe about a cup and a half of broccoli, about a cup of sweet onion, and some green pepper. Green pepper goes great with cheddar cheese and chicken and bacon. I don't know why it does. It just does. It adds something, and it should always be together in my eyes. So do that up. You could also throw in some garlic. You can make it spicy if you want and throw in some peppers. But we're just going to do a simple little casserole. Get it into the oven. Also, what you're going to need is some Ritz crackers for the top. You just can't get all messy with your casserole right away. So what we're going to do is start with our cream of broccoli soup. We're going to get all that in there. I did love all the feedback from you guys watching these cooking blog videos, and everybody noticed my Batman spatula. Yes, I love it. It's one of my favorite cooking. So noodles next. Right, perfect. Okay, now that we've created a base, let's get our toppings in here. And this. Heavy cream, 18%. Not too much, though. I mean, like, a can is about a cup, so, less than half, more than a quarter. That's what we're going to call that. That you have to cover it with some tin foil. Or if you're, like, one of those lucky people that has a top for this, that would be awesome as well. If you got one of those glass top casserole dishes. Time to make our crust. So we're going to put our crust on about halfway through the cooking process as to not burn our crust. Has anybody ever made a casserole and burnt your crust? That's why you add it in halfway through. Okay, this is really, really easy to do if you've never done it. Just grab yourself some normal crackers. These are just normal Ritz crackers, but they're the low sodium kind. I don't like all the salt on there because it kind of messes with your food when you're cooking. So buy low sodium crackers and all kinds of stuff like that when you're going to be adding it into your food. Like when you add in some salt top crackers in with beef to make burgers, that adds a lot of salt and sort of takes over the flavor of the beef and everything when you're making your burgers. So this is the lightly salted ones because we just want that crust to hold everything together on top of our casserole. And if you've never done this before, just crush them like this. One plate on top of the other. Give them a little crush. They don't have to be completely dusted. You can do it that way if you want, but you just kind of want them crushed up to make a little bit of a crust over top. Just sort of wiggle 2 plates around on top. Make sure you don't push too hard, guys. Maybe you're a lot more manly than me. All you're going to end up with is a broken plate and the worst crust ever for the top of your casserole. So here is our casserole this far. Man, does it ever look good. Now we're going to add in our crust, and then we're going to throw it back in the oven for probably about 15 to 20 minutes. Now, everything's been in so far for probably about, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. So we're just going to spread our crackers evenly along the top. Now, there is a trick to this if you want. It'd be my grandmother's trick. You can melt butter over top of these crackers. Melt yourself some butter in the microwave. And then just sort of brush it on top very lightly. Okay, there's nobody else here to try it. And the dog went outside, so I'm going to. Okay. It's really good.